What's up, y'all? You kicking it with the Junkyard Dog on junkyarddogs.com. So check it out. We're gonna add a little something to the show. Every week when I post a video, I get like a lot of questions in my email asking about different repairs, cam choices, whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is start answering the questions for you guys all in a video so that you can have it to reference, because some of your questions may be good to help somebody else. So check it out. I'm just gonna go through the comments and the questions that you asked and answer them to the best of my ability. We have a question here from Joshua Hamby Racing. He commented, "Great video as always. I have the Explorer motor as well and just got my F303 in. Any idea why it says it won't work with the EECV or EEC5? I'm still not quite sure why." I'll put it to you like this. The EECV or EEC5 computer for the 5.0 motor is not, it's very particular, and it's very particular on fuel ratios, meaning that how much fuel is actually being put into the motor. If you put a cam in it, it confuses the hell out of it, and it'll try to adapt and it'll lean the motor out, and you'll end up burning the pistons. So that's why. So there's ways to correct it. I'm pretty sure SCT, this guy's on my shirt here, I'm pretty sure SCT can take care of it for you. Pretty sure they got a program or something that you can get at it. If not, there's gotta be somebody out there. All right, so that's the best I can tell you. The EECV computer does not like camshafts. Next question. So this question comes from Dominic De Laurentiis. He commented, "I have a 95 Mustang GT and I want to put GT40s on, but which one do I put on the motor, and do you sell them, and how much for them?" Okay, well, I made an announcement a few months back that I will no longer be selling cylinder heads, or actually I won't be selling parts to the public for a while, and that's because first and foremost, it's really cumbersome for me and I've got to finish Project Mayhem. That's it. Now, to answer your first question, which is which ones should you put on, if you can score some GT40s, some straight up GT40s, go for it. The reason why is just ease of installation. Everything bolts right back on, no problems at all. Now, if you got a little bit of extra budget, you can get some GT40Ps and spring for some BPK equal length headers. You know, it'll work just fine. Make sure they're for the 95, because there's a provision on the 95 exhaust that's not on the Foxbody exhaust. Yeah, if I could, I would go for GT40s if possible. But there's nothing wrong with the GT40Ps either. It's just a little bit, you gotta get the 90-degree spark plug boots and you'll be fine. Next question. All right, so the final question I'm gonna answer for this Q&A is for Wade Jacobson, okay? Wade is actually one of the winners of the last Permatex gift pack, man. So it's good to hear from you again, man. Thanks for sticking around and kicking it with the Dow. All right, so check it out. He says, "I'm wanting in the end to have a fun, reliable, and all-around GT car, something I want to take down a strip and run a good time, carve canyons, daily drive on hot summer days with the AC on, and still get 20 miles per gallon on the highway, and take it on a long road trip without worrying about it breaking down. And so far, it ticks on all those boxes. I've added subframe connectors, all new aftermarket upgrades, suspension, better brakes, steering, a built AOD transmission, 373 gears. Because it's an 87, I've done a MAF conversion, but all this I haven't added a single horsepower, and that's where my question is. What I'm thinking is GT40 intake and heads, and then something like a Vortec V3 just to make it fun. But should I run a different cam in this scenario, or what would you recommend, or is a stock cam fine?" The reason I ask is the local tuning shop is saying a stock cam is best for overall reliability, drivability, and mileage. I'm really curious about your thoughts, and any advice you would have is greatly appreciated. Wow, that was a long question, but it was very informative. I like questions like that because there's probably a lot of guys out there who are thinking the same thing. Listen, guys, nobody does it. If you're really a Ford guy, you gotta believe that nobody did it better than Ford. Like, they knew what they were doing when they put it together. If you're getting all checks on all the things that you desire, my suggestion would be to leave it alone. Leave it all original. If you want a car that's gonna be reliable, leave it alone. They went through extensive research to assemble those parts and put them together to get a good, reliable car that you happen to be still driving 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. That car has been around for a long time, and that's because of sound engineering coming from the factory. Now, that's the logical side of me. Now, the illogical side of me would just say, slap some cool GT40s on there, GT40 heads, GT40 intake, 65mm throttle body, and some EB6 injectors, you really like that, and E303 cam. It's not too wild, gives it a little chop, makes it sound really aggressive. Just a little bit more profile than the stock cam. So yeah, that's it, man. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, go ahead and ask, man. I will answer them on the show now. So if you want to get down with the dog, just send an email or write a comment, and I'll make sure that I try to answer your questions as best as I can, all right? So until next time, Junkyard Doggin.